Hey everyone, this is Mike and Matt with Discover Powered Paragliding of North American Adventure Importers. Today we're going to show you how to do a few upgrades. We're going to replace one of the hoop sections on this side here.
First, I'm going to take the harness off. Take off the two pieces up top, the two buckles with red levers on the sides. Squeeze them and unbuckles. We'll take the back pad, the back plate off of it, and loosen up the netting. This is one of the first styles Adventure came out with. Loosen it up. Loosen the netting up. Now it gives me some slack. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to untie this the slip knot up here, and we're going to replace the section because it got bent. First part I'm going to do is I'm going to do this knot. It just slides through itself looped onto itself. All you got to do is get in there with a pick or a little small needle nose and pull the string out a little bit, and you can untie it. Knots can be a little tight. Just kind of keep working it, and it'll loosen up to where you get enough slack into it, and you can get in there with your fingers, and it comes untied then. From there, the whole netting, it loops through itself onto the hoop and onto the netting. So all you got to do is just pull it out. And it just slides through itself and through the little rivets there. Get that all the way undone. Do your excess. I'll throw the netting to the side a little bit. From here, take off this top part. You got a little black plastic button. Push that button in. When you do that, kind of wiggle it around a little bit as you're pulling it apart, and it slides right off. Do the same thing to the bottom. Push the button. Wiggle, pull it up. Pieces off. Okay. All right, new hoop section. Real easy. Whenever time I connect stuff together, I always work my way up from the bottom to the top. Push a little black button in, wiggle it side to side, and it slides in place. Same at the top. Kind of bend it to shape. Has a little flex to it. Kind of halfway set it. Push a black plastic piece, and it slides together. Watch your fingers. It is a good pinch point. From here, I'm going to take all my excess line out here. As it's tied to one triangle piece onto the netting, I loop it through the eyelet, and then start weaving it back and forth. Go to the netting, and then go back to the eyelet. Do that all the way to get to the very top. I'll loop it around back side of the netting, pull it up to the eyelet, go from the front, push the string through, and pull it around, and go through the back side of the netting. As you go up to the next eyelet, you go from the front to the back again. And from here, we're going to tie on our knot. So I'll kind of work the netting to where it kind of pulls to where it's all pulling into shape where it needs to be sitting. I'll take my string. This is the best knot that I found that works out the best. So I'll take my string, I go over the top of what I'm tying to, go down and under, wrap over your line that you went on top with first, go over top with it, and then go back around the back side of what you're tying to, and then you make yourself a little loop hole up the top, and then push that line back through what you just made. And you pull the slack out and leave just a little bit for it to slip, and you pull it tight. Here, kind of just working the line, getting it all to sit in place where it all looks evenly spaced throughout the whole thing. And I'm going to retension the netting. On this one, a lot of the newer styles everybody's going to have now, you just got a little rope ratchet. All you do is pull that rope ratchet and it pulls the netting tight. This one's got just a little Velcro piece. I pull it down and around, pull my netting tight. As you're doing that, you want to make sure all your sections are slid in place where they need to be. You get little marker lines, make sure everything's slid in and nothing's out. Pull her nice and tight. The tighter your netting, the stronger your cage. When you get done tightening the netting, it should be like a banjo, nice and tight. Alright, next step, take this back plate pad, stick it back on, kind of center it to where the Kevlar plate sits on the center of your Pluma, attach the Velcros, and from there, take the harness, clip it straight back up. Hold the buckle, it slides in place, it clips. Pull on them, make sure they're buckled up. If you guys got any questions about how to do the knot, how to replace a section, or any kind of question at all about your Adventure setup, you're more welcome to email us anytime at info@flyppg.com, or you can contact me or Mike.